Hello students. Yes, in today's video I'll be explaining on two topics. One is investment management. The other one is we will learn on the stages or process of investment. All right. So the first concept for today's session is investment management. What is management? Management is all about managing of resources. Now connecting the management under investment, it talks about managing of money or the funds. All right. So basically now you have understood, from the previous videos what I have done. Investment is all about, it can be the purchasing of goods, no, which are not, purchased with the intention of consuming it today, right? But the basic in the future it is going to create a wealth, right? Basically it talks about the monetary asset which is purchased again with the idea that the asset will provide the income in the future, or else the asset what an investor, it can be an individual or an industry, with the intention to sell it at a higher price again for a profit, right? So basically it includes the asset management. What is asset management? Why is it even important? See, because asset management is something where the investor, the individual or the industry will understand how the assets to be managed in order to generate the future returns, right? In order to grow more money on what the money was invested. So basically it helps a company in order to monitor and to manage their assets using a systemized approach. I mean to say, keeping two particular factors. One is a risk, another one is the return, right? So it is very important that the investor must analyze these two factors, and he has to see what will be the benefit if the particular individual has a proper management of the assets of his investment. It improves the productivity, and where the efficiency will be there, at the time of generating the profits, so that as an individual or as an industry, it improves the standard of living, it improves the lifestyle. Clear? So it is very important to manage the investment, that is to manage the money or the funds. So investment management basically, it talks on the process of building a portfolio. What is this process of building a portfolios? See, portfolio talk about the different avenues, the different investment platforms. See, you are an individual, you are an investor, you are willing to invest, you have several platforms, you have several avenues where you can make, the investment. Fine. You can go, in terms of bank deposits, you can go for the mutual funds, you have stocks, you have derivatives. You are going to study the market, you are going to see out of these avenues, the different avenues, where I can get, a good rate of interest, or a good return, a dividend, right? This is what you look upon. Based on analyzing, keeping two factors, one is risk and the return, you are going to invest in certain portfolio. As I said, it can be the stocks, or yeah, it can be even the bonds or any other investments, based on the basic goal, which is nothing but to generate the profits, right? So investment management, it refers to handling of financial assets and other investments. It's not just buying and selling. Apart from that, you're going to keep in mind the safety matter, and the factor of, the liquidity, the factor of, getting the, stable earnings on whatever you have invested. You're going to manage your investment again in order to achieve a specific investment objective, which is nothing but a return. A safe, stable return is what you are going to get, right? So there are several examples where an investor can, make the investments. Can be stocks, bonds, derivatives, mutual funds, you have the banks as well, right? This is how things are going to work here. So this is all about the investment management. The next step what you have is on, the stages or process involved under investment. If example, if you as an individual, if you want to do make any kind of investment, what are the things, priorly you should be aware of before getting into the act of investment? Before investing, what are the things you need to keep in mind? What are the things you need to follow? What are the different stages involved? So the first thing is the investment policy. The first stage under the stages in investment is the investment policy. See, the stage one investment policy is basically, it is all about framing of investment policy. What does it talk about? It talks about the funds, it talks about, the objectives, it talks about the knowledge that particular individual has on the investment, what he is going to do. So before making any investment, one must always formulate, one must always have a clear idea on the investment policy, how it is going to work. If I'm going to invest so much of amount on today, what will be the return I'm going to get after 1 year? What will be the return after 2 years? What will be the rate of interest I'm going to get on that? What is the risk I have to bear? If I'm going to bear so much of risk, what is the return I'm going to get out of it? That talks about the framing of investment policy. Before investing on something, one should be aware of the investment policy. So it talks about the investable funds, it talks about the availability of funds, what are the sources of the funds, whether it is savings or borrowings, that they need to take care of. If funds are borrowed, then the rate of return on investment must be higher than the rate of borrowing, right? That the investor need to take care of. Apart from that, the objectives. What are the objectives? If I have invested on particular the kind of venture, what is the rate of return? What is the return I'm going to get? Will I be able to get this stable income? What is the risk associated with that particular investment? What is the level of liquidity I have with that investment? And will there be any capital appreciation, or will there be this safety? Hope you guys remember all these points were under the features or the characteristics of the investment. So all these are the objectives, which is very very important. The next one is to have the knowledge. See, no matter what, whether it is an individual or the industry, one should always be aware of different investment alternatives. It is not just one or two. There are multiple options available in the prevailing competitive market. You have various stock markets are there. We can buy and sell the shares, right? You can deal with that, the securities and the financial structures are there. And there should be a sufficient knowledge where to pour the money, where to put the money, keeping two things in mind. One is the safety level, right? This, and the other one is the tax benefits. If you have any tax benefits, what will be the charge that will be associated with the particular investment? All these things talks about the investment policy. So the first stage is to be aware about formulating an investment policy, whether it works accordingly or not. Clear? The second stage here is on the investment analysis. What is analysis? Analysis is all about to analyze, to study the market before investing. Because see, whatever you have amount, whatever you are going to invest today, always the investor will have a mindset of growing that money to make it double or more than that, right? So it is very important to analyze, to see which investment policy is suitable in order to go ahead with that. So it is very important to go ahead with the uh, a kind of analysis in order to scrutinize the various securities that are available in the prevailing market. Out of those securities, the investor has to make the right decision, the optimum decision what to buy. So under investment analysis, you have different analysis that you need to make before going ahead with the the investment. The first analysis is the very important one, the market analysis. What is market analysis? See, market analysis is one particular analysis where it helps an investor. It can be an individual or an industry. See, it helps in understanding the general economic scenario. What are the economic variables? Like you have GDP, you have inflation, deflation. You know what is inflation? Inflation is increase in the prices, deflation is sudden decrease in the prices, there will be a recession, etc., right? So all these kind of factors are going to help investor in order to depict whether the stock prices and the stock trends and the fluctuations, will there be a high in the prices or low in the prices. All these factors will act as a barometer for the investor in order to set the entry and to look upon the exit points whenever he wants to do. So market analysis is a really very very important. Again, under investment analysis, you have one more, that is industry analysis. What is this industry analysis? Industry analysis is where which is existed in the market. So this analyzes the economic significance and the growth potential of an industry, right? So it talks about the growth potential of the industry and what is the contribution of an industry in an economy, and what's the growth rate, and that which helps the investor to have a informed decision. In order to make any kind of decision, he needs to have the information on industry. So it is something like that which helps him to make a wise decision. The next analysis is the company analysis. What is company analysis? See, one should have the knowledge regarding company's earnings. What is the earnings of the company, and what is the profitability level, and what is its capital structure proposition, the operating efficiency, right? What is the share that the company holds in the market, right, which is called as market share. Very very essential for the investor. He needs to have the knowledge on these things. So all these again will have a direct impact on the stock prices of the company, right? And if it has the direct impact on the stock prices, then definitely it will have a direct link with the return that the investors are going to get. So the companies with the high market shares are capable of creating more wealth, right, in form of capital appreciation for the investor. Well, moving forward, the stage 3 talks about valuation of investment. What is valuation? See, first one we have looked upon the policies, right? What does policy talk about? It states about the objectives, what are the investable funds, how the funds are available, what are the different sources to borrow or to lend, and what's the knowledge you need to have before making investment. And under stage 2, we have learned about the analysis. Market analysis is very important, industry and company as well. The third stage is on valuation. Fine, valuation of investment. See, this step it determines the risk and the returns. So whatever investment you do, no investor is going to invest with the intention of making losses. This is very true, right? Always an investment is expected with a risk and return, at least a minimal risk, right? Risk, along with that return from an investment. So the intrinsic value of a share is measured through the book value, right, and the price earnings ratio of the share. So the intrinsic value of share is always compared with the market value. What is happening in the market? This is something like internal value with the external prevailing market value. You are going to see, you are going to value. It is something like the expectation versus the reality, the what is happening in the market. So that makes up the investment decision, and an effort is made to determine the future value of the investment. Today, if I have invested 10,000 rupees in a bank, fine, I have I have deposited, fine, just say to be it can be a FD, fixed deposit, you can call it as, fine, 10,000. After 1 year I was told that I'm going to get 10% on that. So 10,000 into 10% will give you 1,000 rupees. So after 1 year you will be receiving 11,000 and not 10,000. So it decides your future value. So here what is the income? What is the how come the generation of income has happened? It has happened in form of interest. Fine, this talks about the valuation. What is the risk you are taking? The risk is that it is fixed. Whatever you have deposited, that is in fixed form. In between, you are not supposed to take your amount. Only at the time of maturity period you can take your fixed deposit along with the interest. So this talks about the risk. You need to evaluate, you need to see all the sides, what are the factors that are into under risk. What if I go for this, what if I go for that, what will be the situation. So you need to take care of all those things. So always keep in mind, at the time of valuation of investment, the investor has to take care of two aspects. One is a risk, another one is the return. Based on that, he is going to make a decision on the investment. Clear? The next stage 4 is on portfolio construction. What is portfolio construction? See, portfolio is a combination of different securities. I mean to say for example, you are an investor. I'll give you 10,000 rupees. Fine. There are, if I give you 10,000 rupees, will you invest entire 10,000 in one thing? Probably. There are some individuals, they'll go for just one portfolio. What we suggest is that instead of going for one particular investment, you can invest the 10,000 equally or in parts in different portfolios. Example, 5,000 in derivatives, or 3,000 in shares, and 2,000 in the mutual funds.